So, as you can see, I bought a new car. Well, it's definitely not new. It's 11 years old. It's a 2007 Volkswagen GTI with a 2-liter turbo, as they all came in the year 2007. This is nothing special. It's not the Fahrenheit trim or anything, but it does have some things that I really like about it. First off being that it only has 55,000 miles on it. Or, I'm sorry, 52,000 miles. Even less than that. They come with either the FSI or the TSI engine, depending on what year it is. Since this is a 2007, it has the FSI engine. Basically, it was not driven very often. As you can tell by the condition, at the very least on the front end, it's almost in perfect condition. So as you all can tell, as I unceremoniously take you all off the tripod, it has the nice silver. They call it reflex silver. I don't know why they called it that, but whatever. As you can tell, it's the 2-door model. So definitely, in my opinion, has a little bit of extra like sporty looks kind of thing, but it does make it a little bit inconvenient to get into the back seats. But it does have the black leather interior. Typically, GTIs come with these cloth plaid seats, but not in this car. This one has the upgraded interior. As you can tell, there's a car seat back there. If you guys want to know how it fits, fits pretty well actually. There's a little bit of room back there, even with that little footwell extended. That's typically where my wife sits. She's 5'4", so she's not super tall, but as you can tell, it's evenly placed out with this seat, and I'm 5'11", so there's plenty of room in here for, I'd say, maybe four adults, but you can definitely fit kids back here, which is beneficial in my case. Now, it's nice and quiet in here. I would definitely say that on the highway, it makes probably the same or maybe slightly less noise than the 2012 Toyota Camry I have. But as you can tell with the interior, just looking around here, basically, it's super clean. There's basically nothing wrong. There's no chips, dings, or anything like that on the finish itself. And in all honesty, I basically paid for the looks of this car and not much else. You can definitely find newer GTIs in the price range that I bought this for. I picked this up for about $8,500, $9,000, including the tags and everything else. So in all honesty, for around 10 grand, you can get something that's a generation newer, but just the fit and finish of this car is second to none. Actually, the only real issues I have are these little chips in the plastic covering where the gear shift lever is, but apparently that's extremely common with this generation. And not only that, I could replace this plastic trim piece if I really wanted to. I could like get something nicer, but as you can see, the leather shift knob is completely normal. It's the DSG automatic transmission, so it shifts super fast and it's nice and happy. It's definitely a lot of fun to drive. Compared to the 2012 Camry that I have, there's quite a few more benefits, there's quite a few details that I didn't really notice that cars like this have. Obviously, this is a German car, so I've been coming from mostly Japanese and domestic cars. So there's a few weird things that I noticed that are a little bit different. So they kind of had an infotainment system back in 2007. This shows a lot of interesting stuff, and it has steering wheel controls. And for a 2007, I was surprised that was even something that this would have. But it has a set of menus that you can go through to change different things, as you can tell. But it's pretty crazy. I didn't expect a car this old to be this configurable. So I always thought that was cool. That's something that cars this age that are not German, I don't think really had. The other thing is the pinch protected windows. Now these windows go up and down much slower than my other car does, but these are both one touch, the left and right windows, which was a big surprise, honestly. This is the original radio. It hasn't been changed out or anything. I'm definitely planning on changing that out or upgrading it in some form or fashion. But it does come with satellite radio, which I thought was really surprising for something this old. Again, same thing. It came with the factory all-weather floor mats, which I thought was really sweet. Obviously, given that it's a GTI, it takes premium fuel because it's a turbocharged engine. But this thing, it definitely makes a decent amount of power for the size of the car. And it feels really fast. I think that's basically what I was looking for. Is sometimes I didn't exactly need something that actually was really fast. I wanted something that felt fast, and that's definitely what this car does. Yeah, but that's enough of the interior. As you can tell, the steering wheel is leather wrapped. I do also like that. It's super comfortable. Here's the hatchback. Super roomy back here. There's plenty of room to put stuff, and obviously, as you can tell, the interior of the thing is basically pristine. Comes with everything you need under here. I've already used some of this stuff. I used the jack to, check out some suspension stuff, make sure the brakes were all good, and the brakes are also in pristine condition. But I can't find anything wrong with this car given how old it is. Now, despite the low mileage on this car at only 52,000 miles and change, there are a couple of maintenance items that I don't think were done yet that I definitely need to take a look at before I go and drive this thing like crazy. So there's definitely going to be a few videos on this car because there are a couple of things that I don't believe were done because this car is so low mileage for its age that I definitely need to go and check. And one of those is the cam follower. Now that is under right around here around the engine. I'm going to have to take the engine cover off and check that. Basically, because this is a turbo vehicle, it has a high pressure fuel pump which directs fuel at a high pressure to the injectors that inject fuel directly into the cylinder bay, basically. So I have to check that cam follower because it does wear out on these cars relatively often. And given that it was never checked or replaced, I'm actually surprised it wasn't broken already. And then the other thing is the timing belt, which you can actually see the timing belt cover right here. This sticker, yeah, that's the original sticker, I'm pretty sure. Basically, the dealer I bought it from said it was not replaced within the last 5 years, according to them. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I've already ordered the parts, they're on their way. The only other things I really am concerned with, there's not really much. It's had a fresh oil change. As you can tell, the coolant here is nice and pink like it should be. Everything else in here is clean. Brakes are fantastic. They put brand new Continentals on here. They're sport tires, and they're obviously the factory size. So there's nothing wrong there. These tires are basically only a couple months old. So, but yeah, just let you know that I bought this thing, and there's going to be some repair videos, and I'm excited to make those. So for now, I will sign off, and hopefully I'll see you all in future videos.